What's going on, my friend? Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. Chelsea situation is a little bit weird. We have to be concerned about certain things and we have to be proactive before we regret and start pointing fingers on people, blaming people, why or why not. We have to plan things in advance. And I don't see it often at Chelsea and even in the Chelsea community for fans. If you make this kind of videos, people hate you. People think that it need to be a certain way. But the same people, if something happened, the same people are going to flip-flop and start blaming people, pointing fingers. I think people are more interested on fighting than using simple common sense or using a little bit of IQ. Okay, so let me give you an example. This weekend, right? Tomorrow, on Saturday, Chelsea are going to play in another tough London derby against Brentford away. Yeah, you can say they are not good enough. They lost their coach. Mboimo is gone. Wissa is gone. No God is gone, and some other players. Is a brand new team, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But remember, this is the Premier League. Brentford are a very, very good team. They know how to plan. You might not know certain players now, but they know exactly what they're doing. Look at the amount of quality that they've been promoting lately. You know, since they moved from the Championship and the Premier League. They beat Chelsea more times than Chelsea beat them. So they are not mugs. They are not stupid. They know what they are doing. And in a London derby or any derby, form goes out of the window. You might be the almighty beating all the teams in the world. A local derby is a local derby. Now let's go to my point. We have injury concern. Everybody knows that Levi Colwill is going to be out for the rest of the season. We have also Fofana injury prone, Badiashile injury prone, even Chalobah, people forget about it. Under Mauricio Pochettino, he was out like for 6 months. You never know when the injury comes back. So we have now Reece James that we have to be very careful with. And then Esugo got injured. Hatu got a knock. That is not really serious, but it tells you that anything can happen at any time. And we have to start planning. My problem is the way we are using Cole Palmer and Moses Caicedo. Let me start by Cole Palmer. Remember last season, that brother didn't train for 2 days. He had diarrhea. You can even tell he became even skinnier. The guy couldn't even run. But guess what? Enzo Maresca decided to play Cole Palmer regardless. And the explanation after the game, we lost the game, right? Cole Palmer was absolutely crap. He came and said, because he loves this club, he want to participate to this club. He want this club to qualify for the Champions League, and he wanted to play. I'm like, bro, a player want to play, so what is your role as a manager? Your role also is to save the player from himself. The doctors are there. You can tell. You know, even if you don't have a coaching diploma, you can tell that this guy is mentally and physically tired. He's sick. He didn't train for 2 days. You might make the problem even worse. We were playing the entire game. Probably it looked like 10 against 11 because Cole Palmer was there. No matter what the situation, even if he had a very bad knock, no, the next game he's playing. Now we started seeing Cole Palmer getting injured that you don't expect him to have. Now, Let's see what happened against West Ham, if I'm not mistaken. We all knew that he had an injury. We tried to force him to play that game against West Ham. We tried to see what's going to happen in warm-up. And then we concluded, oh no, he's not going to do good. Let's try. What if we freaking get an ACL injury and somebody is out for 2 years, 1 year? What the freaking you going to say? And what the point of having 25 players in the squad? Are you telling me that Andre Santos is a flop? He's not going to perform? We have to defeat that stupid mentality from us. You don't feel good, you are out. Put the guy who is on the bench, because it's better to have the entire team 100% fit than regret for forcing somebody because of his name, because how good he's been. No matter how good you are, and you play in Bolivia 2 days ago, there is no even oxygen there, and you fly back to London, jet lag, fatigue, and you are forced to play on Saturday. My friend, no matter how good you are, Superman, Messi, Ronaldo, you are going to struggle. Simple as that. That is common sense. And let me finish with Mr. Caicedo. Moises Caicedo arrived in London on Thursday night. He hasn't even get to the gym, right? And we play on Saturday. I can assure you that we're gonna see him play. Jet lag, for people who travel, you know what I'm talking about. Jet lag. Your mind is fatigued. Your legs are heavy. On Friday, he might have a small recovery session just to keep you a little bit, light training, so you can have some good legs. But it doesn't say that you are going to play a good game of football. And why are we gonna wait for Caicedo to get a bad injury, an ACL injury, before we give him rest? That brother plays more than anybody in the Premier League. Every single game, no matter what, we play them. We play him and Cole Palmer. So, if you are one of those people who say, Caicedo have to play, what if we lose? What if we lose? Just keep in mind, we can lose with Caicedo, we can win with Caicedo, and players who are on the bench are not mugs. Some of them are world-class or world-class potential. They are on the bench. They are ready, hungry to play in order to try to fight for their places. So, for me, no Caicedo this weekend. No Palmer this weekend. We have to find solutions. There are so many other players and options that we can use and win the game against Brentford. So, people, let me know, what do you think? Are we going to wait for somebody to get an ACL injury before we act? Or should we go and be proactive instead of reactive?